Background of the issues. Marine litter pollution is the term used to describe pollution from trash in the ocean. Marine litter pollution is caused by ships' disposal of plastic waste. This issues can happen since marine litter such as plastic takes up to 400 years to decompose. And until now it become more obvious than getting worse since plastic takes a very long time to decompose. This issue of marine litter is involving both the IMO and ships. This is because one of the causes of marine pollution is ships. Responsible parties to control the problem of marine litter pollution is the IMO with a variety of strategies and action plans. The IMO adopted an action plan to address marine plastic litter from ships in 2018 and established a strategy to address marine plastic litter from ships in 2021.
Marine litter produced by fishing activities known as ALDFG or abandoned, lost, or otherwise discarded fishing gear, which has negative effects on the seafood industry, marine creatures and ecosystems. Abandoned fishing gear due to adverse weather conditions, injuries sustained by fishermen, or a malfunctioned machinery. Throw away their fishing gear by illegal fishermen to prevent arrested. Misplaced as a result of snagging on obstacles in or on the water. Interactions between gears cause difficult to recover the gear. Passage of trawled or mobile gear through an area that has static gear positioned by commercial vessel pass through. Frequent user errors committed by the captain or crew due to inexperienced or mishandling and not following the standard operations procedures using fishing gear. Vessels with seafarers aboard may carry enough supplies for many months at a time, which is the source produce marine litter. Marine litter came from wire straps, plastic packaging, plastic sheets, and boxes that dumped into ocean by cruise liners and commercial ships. Improperly management on garbage due to insufficient storage facilities on board or a lack of receiving facilities in ports. Pollutant water release from cruise ships such as sewage, gray waters, hazardous wastes, oily bilge water, and ballast water. Microplastic from paints flake and marine coating that generated from vessel constructions and the process of removing paint from ships. Loose containers due to extreme weather conditions, unlawfully overloaded when vessel experience parametric rolling. Solid garbage from passenger ships and recreational boards has produced potentially harmful items into ocean.
Another cause of marine litter in the current situation is waste mismanagement. It refers to the incorrect way to dispose of unwanted items. Beach pollution is any material that pollutes the coast's areas, including anything from plastic, garbage, and litter to sewage, chemicals, and oil that pollutes our coastlines. Besides that, the landfill activities next to rivers or coastal area, dumping of waste into ocean without control, and spilling of oil from ship into sea are other significant example of waste mismanagement. The public's awareness of marine environment protection is another critical factor, affecting the presence of marine litter. According to a research in UK, most respondents perceived the UK marine environment as fair or poor health. It shows that the majority of people do not really care about the marine environment. Human activities, which are the causes of agricultural and industrial effluent, solid waste, oil spills, input of chemicals, and many other problems, lead the marine ecosystem to become polluted and contaminated. This explains why human endeavors such as trash management from manufacturing, waste from agriculture, reclamation for real estate development, and activities in the tourism industry. Marine conservation is crucial to safeguard and sustain the ocean and marine environment.
Marine litter is presently happening in every ocean. This negative phenomenon affected public health and safety, economic and marine life. Under the public health and safety, the marine litter issue has led to navigational hazards including the cases of sailing delay, vessel breakdown or repair and vessel sank and casualties.
Moreover, the marine litter issue also caused hazards to tourism and recreational activities. The broken glass, pieces of rusty metal or discarded ropes and nets are the main factor of threatening divers' and swimmers' life. because those solid debris are usually covered by the marine organisms while soaking in the water for a long period. Therefore, the divers and swimmers may unknowingly get hurt in the water, or more serious, once they entangled with the abandoned fishing gear, the divers will find difficulties to break free.
Under the economic sphere, marine litter brought additional costs to marine industry, which is vessel incident costs. The cases vessel breakdown, sailing delay, vessel sank are all involves costs. This lead to marine industry losses an estimated €235 million only due to the marine debris.
On the other hand, the marine litter caused losses to fishing sector because the clogged boat engines and fishing nets affect fishing operation. The fishing sector losses almost €138 million annually, and majority costs are related to boat damage and maintenance, which are caused by the collision with plastic debris. The revenue and catch of the sector also affected because the fishing nets filling with debris instead of fish.
In the realm of tourism and recreational activities, the marine litter phenomenon has ruined the beauty of nature and fame of an area, which led to a fall in tourist numbers and directly affect the local job opportunities. A study found that there is an estimated reduction of 1 million visitors, loss of $113 million in tourism-related revenue, and decrease of approximately 2,200 jobs due to the marine debris shore doubling on beaches in Alabama.
Marine litter affect marine life. Marine litter is a threat to marine life. Most of the causes of this marine litter are from human irresponsible activities. Plastic waste that is discarded will cause it to float on the surface of the sea or sink to the bottom. Plastic is a material that is difficult to decompose, and it will only break down into smaller molecules when exposed to sunlight, called microplastics. Microplastics also result from the discharge of waste from ships such as sewage, gray water, and even from ship paint coatings. Hundreds of thousands of marine mammals, fish and turtles are killed every year around the world due to the dumping of plastic waste in the sea. Plastic waste that is discarded, such as garbage packaging plastic, will cause turtles to eat it, mistaking it for jellyfish. This will cause the plastic that is eaten to be indigestible and cause the turtle not to eat and die, or it gets stuck and causes the turtle to suffocate and die.
Microplastics also harm marine life. It is often found in the seabed, which is on plants such as algae that are food for fish, or it is also often found on shellfish. Microplastics in oysters, shrimps and seals stated that it has almost the same effect, that is, animals swallow the microplastics will experience damage either to the liver or problems in producing eggs for the reproductive process. This will cause the population of an animal to decrease. Next, the disposal of fishing equipment such as nets, ropes and traps thrown into the sea will cause marine life to be endangered and die. This equipment will have an effect for several years and even decades. Nets and ropes that are discarded will be spread throughout the sea according to the tides of the sea and will trap all sea creatures, whether small fish, whales and even turtles. It will also accumulate on the seabed when entangled in coral reefs and disturb the marine life ecosystem. This irresponsible human attitude caused as many as 300 turtles to be found dead in Mexico because they were stuck in nets, and a pregnant whale was also found dead because of swallowing fishing gear in the sea.
Monitoring of plastic litter and microplastic in the ocean. Guidelines for the monitoring and assessment of plastic litter and microplastic in the ocean have been published by the Geological Survey of Marine Environmental Protection, GESAMP.
Public guidelines for monitoring plastics and microplastics will help align how scientists and others assess the scale of the plastic pollution problem. Part of monitoring of plastic litter. Monitoring the presence of plastic in the marine environment is an essential part of determining the extent and potential impact of marine litter. Part of monitoring of microplastic. Most of this waste, about 4,900 million metric tons, is disposed of in landfills or in the environment. Organizations such as the United Nations Environment Programme are working to overcome this obstacle. Next, end-of-life management of fiber-reinforced plastic vessels. The issue of end-of-life management of fiber-reinforced plastic, FRP, vessels was raised by parties to the London Convention and London Protocol. International Maritime Organization, IMO, commissioning this study to review and summarize currently recognized options for the disposal and recycling of end-of-life FRP boats.
Hull scraping and marine coatings as the source of microplastics. Reason: hull scraping and marine coatings as the source of microplastics.
Microplastics are employed. Polymers, particularly epoxy or acrylic resins, are frequently found in marine coatings. Washing in water causes the release of invasive and external species that are spread through the removal of biofouling. Heavy metals have relation to shipping maintenance and abrasive paint cleaning. Microplastics in the marine environment. Microplastics can provide chemicals to marine species through a number of different mechanisms. A wide variety of species exposed to microplastics as a result of widespread pollution. This could result in structural and genetic alterations to biodiversity. Technology development to address microplastics in marine. Filtration technology. Microfiltration, ultrafiltration, and membrane bioreactors are a few of the membrane filtration techniques employed that can reduce microplastic pollution. Magnetic removal technology. Microplastics can be swiftly and readily removed from the marine once magnetized. Biodegradation medium. Microbes can settle on the microplastic surface and produce extracellular enzymes that are essential for microplastic depolymerization.
Evident causative association involving marine pollution of the environment as well as the problem of reducing marine plastic litter, it is envisaged that conversations on the themes of statements would be held at an international level. The main cause of marine pollution is shipping and boarding activities. Maritime pollution will bring a lot of effects that will directly or indirectly cause health problems to us. So, it is important that IMO should come out with a solution to solve the maritime litter issue.